Hi guys, I am back after so long. Oh wait, I think I streamed Sunday. Hi guys, it has been a long time indeed. So I went and caught up with Jay Akari and my other bestie, and we had a nice catch-up session. Although we didn't really talk much, we played like a Lego board game. Then we went to Raising Cane's, and yeah, we did catch up. It was really nice. Talked about my new job, saw how they were doing. It was great. Then yesterday on Monday, internet went out at my new job. I today actually marks my 1 week anniversary at my new job, which I'm really happy about that. So anyway, on back to Sunday when I was hanging out with Jay. Jay was like, you know what? I don't really stream much, so here's my capture card. After years of thinking about buying a capture card, I now have the capability to record me playing games on Switch. The problem I just realized as I was like seeing how this fits in to my USB ports. Look how chunky that thing is. This one will interfere with the USB port next to it. So I can't really plug my Yeti in next to this because this little thing is gonna block it. So it's like I can't use my Yeti. I wonder if there's another way to use it, but I'm like, I can't use my Yeti. The fudge do I do? What? I can't use my Yeti. So I might just end up using the built-in mic on the MSI. No idea how that's doing, by the way, because I've only been using my Yeti for my recordings, and it's been a hot minute since I used the MSI's mic. And when the MSI fans go haywire, I'm pretty sure you will not be able to hear me. Or the game, for that matter. But now with this, I have the capability of streaming my Switch games, and I'm pretty stoked about that. I might just do silent gameplays, to be honest. Like, I don't want to, like, kill people's ears with, my MSI fans. So, I don't know how it is, because I know when I stream Genshin Impact, the computer is also using its own processing power to do that, plus stream the webcam and the game to Twitch at the same time over T-Mobile's internet. But now, this takes out the game CPU interfering with my computer's processing now. So instead of my computer processing it, it is my game that will process the game, which then will feed to this thing because it's an HDMI adapter. So don't know if you can see it. It's really nice. I gave Jay a hug. I was like, dude, oh my god, I've always wanted to do this for so long. And it's great timing too because of the reboot of Super Mario RPG and Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. Like, I was already stoked that they were remaking Super Mario RPG because I firmly believe that is a game that should be remade. Because I'm pretty sure people don't know about Geno. If you guys don't know about Geno is like a pretty Giga Chad character back in the day. And then Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. It is my favorite Paper Mario games, if not one of the favorite games I've ever played. Like, when I was a kid, like when I got a Nintendo GameCube and I got that game, I would play that for hours. I kid you not, I made sure to have a separate file just so I could replay the game. I have replayed the game probably more than 10 times as a kid. Like, I remember, like, when I was a kid, my parents made a rule stating you can't play video games Monday through Thursday, so I would only play video games Friday to Sunday. And so there were points in time where I would come home from school, boot up my GameCube, and immediately just grind Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. And I would finish it by the end of the day that following Sunday. Like, if you played it nonstop without getting all the special stuff, like, you would beat the game. It is a 3-day game. You'd have to put in probably like 24, 36 hours, if not more. It's not a Japanese role-playing game long, but it's a role-playing game long. It's a really good game, and I love it. I hope with the reboot for Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door, they add some gimmicks or qualities to it, like they did for Tokyo Mirage Sessions, #FE, Encore, which I need to get. If you are wondering why I say that, it's because my Wii U last year bit the dust. Or no, earlier this year, my Wii U bit the dust. And with my Wii U biting the dust, so did over 10 years of save data go away. So, if you guys remember when the Wii came out around like 2006, right? I was playing a bunch of Wii games then, right? Then the Wii U came out, and the Wii U had the ability to transfer your Wii save data to the Wii U you had, so whenever you decide to play on the Wii on your Wii U, your save data would be there. And my parents got me the deluxe set that came out when the Wii U was out, because there's the regular one and there was the 32 gigabyte Wii U one, and my parents got me the 32 gigabyte Wii U, and I really did appreciate that. That Wii U lasted me, oh my god, that Wii U lasted me almost 10 years. Because it bit the dust earlier this year. Oh my god, it's 2023. I just came to the realization it's 2023. Like, oh my god, I think it's almost 10 years my Wii U was alive. I bought Tokyo Mirage Sessions #FE for discount price at a GameStop. And I was like, oh, you know what? I'll try it out, because whenever I scroll through the eShop, back when the eShop still existed, RIP eShop, I kept seeing, I was like, what Fire Emblem games could I play on the Wii U? And I would always see Tokyo Mirage Sessions #FE. I say #FE, just saying. And I was like, oh, you know what, fine. And I stumbled upon it at a GameStop that one of my friends was working at. I was like, alright, fine, I'll get it. And I enjoyed it. It is a very fun game. It got to the point, also, not only that, I was playing Tokyo Mirage Sessions #FE during a rough point. It was like at a good time and at a bad time. It was with my first relationship with a girl that didn't work out. So yeah, I think that contributed to why I just never finished the game on my Wii U. Because I kid you not, I did everything. I was at the boss. I saved and never once touched it. Like, I played Tokyo Mirage Sessions #FE on my Wii U 2019. This was 2019. And because of the whole relationship thing I went through, I just stopped playing it, I guess. I just didn't feel like playing it anymore. I was like, once it didn't work out, I was in a very bad mindset, and I just didn't mess around with Tokyo Mirage Sessions #FE. Because one of the characters reminded me of the girl I was with at the time. Yeah. So I guess that subconsciously contributed to why I never finished it. I was always planning to go back and finish it when I had the motivation to. Unfortunately, you know what they say? It's too late when it's too late. Well, it was too late because my Wii U no longer works. It has the red blinking light of death. And when I looked up how to fix it, like troubleshooting it, and apparently you have to send it to Nintendo to get it fixed. However, the Wii U services are null and void at this point in time because it's all about the Switch. So, yeah, they discontinued that service. So, if your Wii U has a red blinking light of death, there are these makeshift troubleshooting things where you unplug your Wii U for like an hour and plug it back in to play it. But I think the main reason for the blinking red light of death is like hardware inside your Wii U is now not working. Like, it's inoperable. And it's like, man, that sucks. I personally love the Wii U, despite what some people say. Some people say the Wii U sucked. I'm like, well, it's not like it's the Xbox Kinect. Ha! But anyway, I really did like the Wii U. It had some very interesting games on there that can only be played on the Wii U, like Nintendo Land. I'm not even talking about the physical place, not the theme park. Nintendo Land. Like, Nintendo Land. Man, those are good times. I'm planning on just getting another Wii U and just going through all my Wii U games, because there are some games I 100%ed, and now I just lost the save data, which is why I am more thankful for Nintendo doing reboots on the Switch. Like, there's Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. I completely beat that on my Wii U. Wii U doesn't exist anymore. I am just going to buy up the reboots that Nintendo made for for games Wii U before. Like, they did a Pikmin 3 Deluxe version. I have New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, which I haven't touched. I got that. They have Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, Tokyo Mirage Sessions, #FE Encore. They have plenty of reboots made specifically for Switch, and I'm planning on just like, touching that, because now that my Wii U's dead, like, all I can do is keep moving forward. Like, it's gone. Like, I can't save it. I have a USB extension on my Wii U, but I don't know how that will work when I bring it to another Wii U. I guess we'll see how it works. But if I could transfer the stuff on, because it is a 128 gigabyte USB, and I'm hoping that if I buy another Wii U, I can just take that USB and just transfer it over there. Now, the thing that scares me, right, is another thing that scares me is I learned why you can't save your Pokemon save data to the cloud. It is, so I think it's either Nintendo or Game Freak. Don't quote me on it. Just the higher up companies, the companies in general, prevented Pokemon save data to be uploaded to the cloud to prevent piracy of Pokemon, because I've seen it. People know how to hack the code in Pokemon games to get max IV and EV stats and stuff. Like, you can do that. And so they prevent you from uploading your Pokemon save data to the cloud. Now, at this point in time, it is 2023, and I have bought almost every single mainstream line Pokemon game. I'm not talking about new Pokemon Snap or Pokken Deluxe or anything like that. I'm talking about, like, classic Pokemon. Like, I have Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. I have both Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. I even got Pokemon Shining Pearl and Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, which I was disappointed in, because they didn't add anything new to it. It was just a reskinning of it. And I'm like, okay, that reskinning is one thing, but kind of do what you did with a Mega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, and, like, maybe add Mega Evolution or add Z moves into it. I think that would have been, like, amazing if you did that, but they didn't, so that's why I was disappointed. It's a solid game, but if they were going to reboot it, they should have added an element to it. In my opinion, I still played it and enjoyed it, though. So I did that. I have Pokemon Legends Arceus. Yeah, I think it's Arceus. Yeah. Arceus. Of course, I have Pokemon Violet and Pokemon Scarlet. So, as you can tell, I have a lot of mainstream Pokemon games. Like, classic, we're talking about, like, turn-based combat Pokemon. Like, if all of that save data goes away from my Switch, I will be sad. Because at least with the 3DS, there's, like, because I still have my new 3DS XL, and, like, there's Pokebank, which is indefinitely going to be in service for a while. I don't know how long it is. And a lot of my Pokemon for Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Ultra Sun are still there. And Pokemon Alpha Sapphire. I completely forgot I have those games. I was planning to get Pokemon X or Pokemon Y, because that is the only... Oh, and I need to get Pokemon Black, Pokemon White, or Pokemon Black 2, or Pokemon White 2, whatever. Because I have never adventured in the Unova region or the Kalos region. I've never done that. And I like Kalos because there's a fairy legendary, Xerneas, and I'm like, I like fairy types. Fairy types is one of my favorite types of Pokemon. But anyway, I'm going on tangent to tangent. But yeah, learning that you can't upload your save data in the cloud from your Switch makes me sad, specifically for some games. Now, my Senra and Kagura save data, I'm glad can be uploaded to the cloud. I have all of the Senra and Kagura games you can get on Switch. I even went out of my way to not buy the physical copy, the digital copy of, what was it? Neptunia Ninja Wars? Senra and Kagura? Yeah, it was like it was the Neptunia Senra and Kagura Ninja Wars. It was a crossover. It's super non-canon. Maybe canon with Neptunia, but it's just not canon nonetheless. But yeah, I don't know, man. That makes me sad about that. I actually am planning to buy a new Switch. I think I honestly might get the new Switch OLED, really, and just kind of keep the accessory. I think I might keep my Switch. I don't know why. I might just keep the Switch because I actually bought one of my really good friends a Switch OLED. And I remember I was helping... Oh, it was Savvy! I can say it, because Savvy's a streamer. Yeah, Savvy's a really good friend of mine. And, Savvy Panda 5, please follow, subscribe, give her some love. Savvy Panda, I got, something to show how grateful I am. Like, I'm so grateful that you're my friend, so I bought her a Switch OLED. And then she was like, oh, thank you. I'm like, yeah, hey, you're welcome. And then we hung out at my house, and I was helping set it up. And after feeling how the Switch OLED felt, I was like, dang, I kind of want to get the Switch OLED. It's basically like a very small upgrade, but I've had my Switch for 6 years now, because I got it back in 2017, back when, you know, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild was, oh, big thing, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and all that stuff, but I'm like, man, I think it's time to get a new Switch, because my current Switch, it's old, and it's doing really well in terms of hanging in there, but I'm glad there's a way to transfer save data from one Switch to another. That way you won't lose it. Like, you occasionally will have to switch it. I mean, now that I realize, because for some reason, in my eyes, it's been a while. So, games in general. When I was a kid, I didn't know anything about life expectancy of games. I thought if I had the game, I could always go back and play it forever. And I learned that is not the case. It is not the case. Things are eventually going to go away. And all you will have left is the memories of it and what you did with it. And it became horribly apparent. One, when my previous YouTube channel disappeared, because at the time I was like, oh, it won't happen to my games or stuff like that. And then it happened to my Wii U. My Wii U bit the dust. The Wii U, it was one of the original Wii U's released, too. It was the deluxe one, too, and it just died. It no longer works, and I'm like, And so, now I'm looking at the Switch, and I'm like, man, oh, man. Like, there's games, there's games from the DS, the 3DS, and the Wii U that you can only play on those systems. Even the DSi, believe it or not, and, you just can't play those anymore because they're no longer in production. It's crazy to think that there are so many console generations now. There's Nintendo 64, Super Nintendo Entertainment System, Nintendo Entertainment System. There are literal generations of consoles. And with each console's passing goes compatibility with other consoles. And it's horribly apparent with the Wii, the Wii U, and the Switch. I think the Switch is going to stay for a long time. It is a solid design. Of course, there are rumors of the Switch 2, so there's that. I wonder how that's going to work. But it's wow. You can't play Wii U games on the Switch. I mean, if there is a way, it'd be cool, but you can't. And it's you can't play Nintendo Land on Switch. I mean, of course, they're adapting Wii games into it, but Wii games have more leeway because Wii games only had a wireless controller. Wii U had a literal mini tablet, so it's but yeah, there's that. But yeah, that leads back to this, my capture card. I'm just glad that Jay got it for me. It was great. So, look forward in the future to see me stream console games eventually. And then, back to Monday. So, Monday, there was no internet at work because apparently some people had cut up the wires in the back and they stole it. At least that was what was told to me. I thought that was funny. I was like, oh, so everyone in the office had to use hotspot on their own devices. They had to use their own phone's hotspot to do their work. And I was like, man, that's lame. And then later that night, I got ready because I had updated my Angel Feather Gize Premium deck for Cardfight Vanguard, the premium format. I didn't do too hot. To be honest. Well, it was pretty good. It was pretty good. There, after all, the card shop I go to has some really good fighters. In this case, I went 2 wins, 2 losses, and I was like, well, I thought I'd do the whole 9 yards, because last Monday, I did 3 wins, 1 loss with my Angel Feather Gize deck, but that was before I updated it for this week's Monday, so I was like, So, then we went out to eat ninja ramen with some friends, and we hung out with the newly wedded friends of mine. It was really nice catching up with everyone, chilling. And then now that brings me to today. Came in for work today, just kind of grinded, watched Milky watching memes. Milky, the virtual tuber. I love Milky. She is just so... She is literally a big mommy virtual tuber. If you don't know who Milky is, feel free to check her out on Twitch. Yeah, I said it. It's Milky, M-I-L-K-Y. Don't think too hard. You can put in Milky. And it's funny because the virtual tuber concept, like the concept of Milky is like the Milky Way. So like the galaxy, but where you get milk from, cows. So she is basically a celestial cow. And, oh, yo, Zach, what's up? Hey, man. Yeah, I know, right? My stories are cool. But essentially, she's a big mommy virtual tuber. She is a giant celestial cow. That's not really painting a good picture. Just think of, like, the most mature, hot woman you'd see in an anime or a hentai, whichever you prefer. And that's who Milky is. She has shown her assets on stream with an in-real-life camera. Feel free to search through YouTube for that, as well as her Twitch. I am a fan of Milky. I'm not afraid to say that, so yeah, feel free to support her. But yeah, that's what I did at work. I would just like watch stuff. Yes, Big Booba. Yeah. I wonder if you guys could figure out my preference. Oh, anyway. So, yeah. Anyway, thanks for joining the stream, Zach. Hope you're having a good day. Oh yeah, me and my buddy Garnet, we were talking about flights for Cali. And we were going to talk to you about that on Thursday, if you're fine with it. I'm planning, if things go well, which I hope they do, I'm planning to buy my plane ticket 2 weeks from this Friday. So, for Bushiroad Championship Series in the Anaheim in California. So yeah, just thought I'd give you a heads up live on stream, Zach. You're welcome. Who's Garnet? Oh, you don't need to know. Anyway, yeah, so that's what I did at work. I didn't do that much work because there's a lot of infrastructure changing and stuff. But the work they gave me, I would finish it like pretty efficiently. So it's pretty good. I got Panda Express, and this leads me to the pinnacle of the vlog portion of this stream. So here I am pulling up at the drive-thru for Panda Express near my house, and I'm like, all right, huh? Oh, you're doing? Oh, well, nah, I'm here. Oh, you are in fact delayed. Don't worry, I am on T-Mobile internet router upload bandwidth speed. Yeah, there's no way you'll be up there. I forgot that I said I would reply to people's stream chats through stream chat because my stream lags voraciously. I am so sorry about that. If you type something in stream chat, ask a question, I'll probably reply on stream chat. Like, that's the best way to cancel out lag, I guess. But yeah, no, it was great. Yeah, the Panda Express. So there I was in my car, just ordering food. I pull up to the speaker, right? And the speaker has a little like monitor there that shows like, oh, here's what we have at Panda. Panda Express has an all-new side or sweets, whatever. It's called the apple pie egg roll. And I was like, hold the phone, what? Apple pie egg roll. And so I order what I got the last time I was at Panda. I got a plate with honey sesame chicken with the original orange chicken with fried rice. And then I was like, you guys still got that apple pie egg roll? And the person in the on the speaker was like, sure. I'm like, okay, I'd like that. So I go home, see my parents, I bless my parents, as is Filipino tradition, and I go and start eating my food, and I save that apple pie egg roll for last. Once I finish my meal, I look at that thing, and I unwrap it, and it literally looks like a glazed egg roll. It's like, think of a churro, right? You know how a churro has all the cinnamon sugar on the outside? It was literally an egg roll, right? It's the, what is it called? Man, I'm Asian. I should know what the wrapping is called. The wrapping to wrap the food in the shape of an egg roll. I'll just call it the roll. Alright, so on the side of the roll, like all around it, it's covered in cinnamon sugar. But the texture felt like an apple pie, like a regular apple pie. But it was made with the roll. Like, the wrapping, the edible wrapper that you roll the meat in to make egg rolls, it was that. It was so cool. I took a bite, it was crunchy, it had the same texture as an apple pie, but it was in the shape of an egg roll. And when I took a bite, like, oh my god, the flavor bursts out. Like, it sounds like Shokugeki no Soma, but whatever. It's like, oh my gosh, the aroma and everything. It tasted like an apple pie, but with a hit of Asian. That is the best way I can describe it. Is Panda Express authentic Chinese food? No. But, dang, it is some good fast food. I was like, man, this is good stuff. Wow, I'm glad I tried something new today. That apple pie egg roll was the bomb. And then leads me to here. Oh, and another fun fact. On Sunday, before I hung out with Jay, was it good? Oh, yeah, it was. It was amazing. Hold on. It was great. I forgot there's lag, but anyway. Yeah, no, I loved it. Oh my god, the apple pie was good. It was a nice way to finish off my meal that I bought from Panda. Yeah, Pog, yeah. It was good. It was great. I loved it. So yeah, if you guys didn't know, I have an injury on my right foot. How, you ask? How did I get an injury on my right foot? Well, I was catching up with Dance Rush Stardom. Now, if you didn't know, with my previous job, I would be a bit too tired to go to a round 1 to grind on Dance Rush Stardom. But with my new job, I have time to allocate things for myself, and I decided to allocate some time with Dance Rush Stardom. Like, I got my new job Tuesday last week, right? I played Dance Rush Stardom Friday, Saturday, and Sunday of last weekend. Sunday was the longest Dance Rush Stardom session I've ever had in my life, and I loved it. It was great. Unfortunately, it came with a price. I hurt my right foot on the dance pad. So Friday and Saturday, I was there at round 1 where Dance Rush Stardom's at. For like about, and I did some like, I was playing Dance Rush Stardom like collectively an hour on Friday and Saturday, so like an hour Friday, hour Saturday. And then Sunday I decided to go early. So on Sundays I go to church at my local church and I try to go like super early so I can get it all out and done with, because I don't like going later in the day. So I went to the 9 a.m. Mass, because there's another Mass that's at 10:45 a.m., but I choose to do 9 a.m. It's an hour-long Mass, so it's 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. So I go to Mass, good, being a good Roman Catholic, do an hour of church, and then I go home, I get some lunch in me, and then I just go to round 1. And so round 1's not too far from me, so I get to round 1 relatively, I think around 11. If not before. Like, probably like 10:49, I was there around 11 a.m. And I had the entire Dance Rush Stardom machine to myself, because who the heck would wake up early and go to a round 1 that early? I was grinding it. I finished the gym that was ongoing, and I unlocked songs. Like, I put in effort to unlock things there. It was great. It was fun. I had a lot of fun doing that. Unfortunately, on one of the songs, I did like a pivot, like on the ball of my foot, like forward and then to the side. It was like shuffling, but I guess I did it wrong, or I did it right, either way, I hurt myself. And I felt a sharp tinge of pain. At the time, I was like, oh, whatever, it's probably nothing. Um, I started feeling it. I started feeling it more towards the end of the day, Sunday, and then Monday morning. Monday morning, I for sure felt it because I couldn't walk normally. I was limping. It seems that I should have stretched more when I played Dance for Stardom on Sunday to prevent the injury on my right foot. It's nothing bad. At first I was like, is it gout? Because I do have gout. And I was like, oh no, is it gout? And I was like, no, it can't be, because if it was gout, oh man, it would hurt way more than what I was feeling now. So, I don't know what to say except whoopsie daisy. I guess I'm lazy. I don't know. So, at work, luckily there were ice packs in the freezer portion of the fridge. So, at work, yesterday and today, I've been applying ice on the injured part of my right foot, as well as taking 200 milligrams capsules of ibuprofen, according to my mom. Since, if you guys didn't know, my mom's a nurse, so I trust her for some medical advice. So I started just doing that. In fact, I forgot to drink some ibuprofen, but it's okay. I'll have some after the stream. But yeah, I've injured myself, and I am sad because I want to play more Dance for Stardom this coming weekend. Or can I? Maybe not. I forgot. I'm going to a haunted house Friday. And, and then I have a Halloween party on Saturday to attend. It's going to be like a reunion, but stuff like that. So, stuff to look forward to at the end of the week this week. Plus, I believe this Friday will be my first pay. It'll be my pay from my first paycheck of my new job. That's how you say it. My bad. So yeah, I'm excited for that. So that's what's been going on with me. You know. Excuse me. Nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. Ugh. Oh, I feel the panda. Unfortunately, I just remembered that there were like little pieces of cartilage in my honey sesame chicken and the original orange chicken I had at Panda. I mean, of course I spit it out, the cartilage, because I was like, oh man, the chicken, when they made it, they accidentally put some cartilage in. I'm like, I used to eat it. Side story, like, because I've seen my dad eat like all of the chicken before, and when I was in the Philippines one of the times I went to the Philippines, I decided to follow my dad and just eat everything except the bone. And then I kind of just got tired of eating the cartilage. And I was like, okay, I think I'll just eat the meat and just be done with it. And then I remember, like, my relative saying, like, your dad doesn't eat the cartilage. I'm like, oh, really? And then I think I just stopped. That's what I get for trying to be like my dad. I just eat a bunch of cartilage. It was Jollibee chicken, too. So I guess the cartilage kind of ruined it for me. But hey, I'm still alive. I guess my body digested the cartilage. I think it's digestible on like bone. Who knows? Alright, so. Yeah. So yeah, that's some of the stuff that's happened to me. Thanks for listening, guys. We are going to get into Rosetta Stone. I am tired. Haven't had enough sleep the past couple of days. Because, let's see. Saturday night, I just ended up sleeping late. Because I was hanging out with my 3 friends till late. Until around 10. And then I got home and I wanted to do some stuff. So I stayed up to 1 a.m., 2 a.m. Sunday. Fell asleep. And then I had church at 9. So I woke up at 8:30 a.m. Sunday. And then I hung out with Jay Sunday. Got home late. So I didn't get enough sleep the past 2 days. But it's fine. It's whatever. I got to catch up with 2 of my best friends and celebrate my new job with 3 of my friends on Saturday. Oh my gosh. Man, I can't believe it, but it's been a very eventful past couple of days. The past 5 days, now that I think about it, have been extremely eventful. I'm like, dang, I did a lot in 5 days. I'm still here. Wow, it's crazy. But, yeah. Yeah, that's right. We'll be learning Japanese today. I had a brain fart. I was like, because I'm tired. I plan to get a full 8 hours rest. Like, I'm trying, because of my previous job, I learned that having 8 hours of rest is really good. Because I would have, my previous job was basically shifts of 5 hours. Sometimes less, sometimes more. And I would have a lot more time to do what I used to do. And because of that, I was able to get, like, about 8 hours of sleep every night. But now that I have a new job, and the shifts are longer, like, it's a legitimate, 8 to 5. It's an 8 to 5 job. So, it's like 8 hours, 1 hour for lunch. So it's 9 hours total I'll be at work. And it's fairly close to home, so I'm really grateful for that. It's just like, man, I have less time to do what I want. But it's a job that is better than my previous job for me. So it's good stuff, so yeah. Anyway, I'm going to be learning some Japanese. It's great. The time for Japan is coming ever closer. I need to get some things finalized for the trip to Japan with the rest of my buddies. Oh yeah! Tomorrow, I'll be celebrating my good friend's birthday. It is the 7th friend that took over planning for the Japan trip. And I'm like, oh, okay, let's go. So the plan is that they will get takeout, and then I meet up at their place, and then we watch season 4 of Scissor 7. I didn't even know season 4 of Scissor 7 dropped until earlier this week, when my friend said, like, yo, all the season 4 dropped, like, all the episodes are available. I'm like, wait, what? I love Scissor 7. I think Scissor 7 is hilarious. It's great. So I'm glad to hear that. So we'll be watching Scissor 7 tomorrow night after work. So woot. Yes. Excited for that. Fortunately, I won't be able to stay long. Why, you ask? It's because it's a Wednesday. And then because I have stuff Thursday night, and then I have stuff Friday night, and then I have stuff Saturday night. So I have stuff those 3 nights, and it's like, yeah, the only time I could celebrate my good friend's birthday is tomorrow. Because their birthday is on Friday. And I was like, I can't, because they reached out, they were the ones that initiated. They were like, hey, you free Friday? And I'm like, no, I'm sorry, I'm not. I have stuff Friday. And they're like, it's my birthday. I'm like, I'm sorry, I got plans. And then I made it up to them. I was like, you know what? How about I treat you to dinner? Like, I actually, before the stream started, I sent them $40 for dinner so they can get the takeout. I'll probably get them another gift or something, just to be like, ooh, thank you for, being my friend and helping plan the Japan trip. Appreciate it. So why not probably put in a little extra cherry on top, But I'll be doing that tomorrow. So, but that all the updates. I feel like I went through a lot of updates. Like I said, it's pretty eventful. So this is going to be a pretty eventful week. I'll be paid Friday. I'm going to be happy about that. Ugh. Okay. So. Yeah, I think that covers that. I've been talking for 40 minutes straight. That's insane. Crazy even. Crazy. I was crazy once. They put me in a rubber room filled with rats. Rats make me go crazy. Crazy! Like that meme resurfaced the other day. I thought it was funny. Alright. Let's get in the zone. Auto zone. Man, I'm weird. Alright. Now listen here, you. I'm gonna learn some Japanese. Anyway. Learning Japanese now. What's the timestamp? Alright. So that way I know what to highlight. So if you guys notice, when I do two separate things on a stream, I don't like highlight the entire stream anymore. I highlight certain sections because when I export those sections to YouTube, it's like, okay, this is the vlog, and then this is the I try to learn Japanese. So that's, if you're wondering why I don't upload the entire stream as one highlight, that's why. Because I'm very unproductive in editing footage right now. Alright. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Locations and times of day. Core lesson 1.1. Gonna put the capture card up. Where? I don't know how long it'll take for my right foot to heal. Makes me the sads. Because I want to play some Dentra Stardom. Sage. Microphone check. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I didn't need to say 5.